Hello everyone, my friends. So, gaining inner strength, whatever it is, however it helps you, there's one meaning. It's about how you perceive yourself in your mind and the world around you and the environment. Put everything aside, sit inside. It's very important. Feeling good inside, calm, quiet, and truly deeply and profoundly. You feel that there's a connection with something divine, something strong, powerful, that gives you life. There's a connection with something strong, powerful, like the earth that carries you and also gives life. We sat with them, with the two, with those on top and those on the bottom. We smiled at both, and deeply and profoundly felt the profound connection of this life inside, and the very life that truly fills you. We calmed down, and there it is, the strength. There's no such opportunity. Running around. Here there's stuff to do. There is stuff to do. There's more stuff to do here. There are things to do, things. These things are more important than anything else. Well, that's it. We're done for. It's hard. It's mentally tough. It's physically tough. It's tough on all fronts. That life is no longer a joy. It's exactly that process when there's so much going on, right? So much is spinning around in orbit. I don't envy rich people. They're really overloaded. They have a lot of responsibility, and that money, that potential, it weighs heavily on a person. And there's no chance to meditate, no chance to step back and recover. The first thing is that sleep gets disrupted. It's true, everything is important. A person is mentally tense, like how can you sleep with all that stress? So all of our practices and routines, friends, and experiences. Everything I'm giving you is for a reason, to create an opportunity to find a harmonious balance, to reach a certain inner state, the right one, where you feel like everything is just right. What else could it be? Otherwise, it's overload. And above all, the power is indeed in awareness, in truly realizing that what's important isn't financial potential, that what's actually important isn't social status, that what's really important isn't how great you are, or how much you've accomplished, or on the flip side, how bad you are, and how terrible things are. What is important is that there is an opportunity to roll back from all this to yourself inside, where there is nothing. Calm, quiet, and good. That's what's important. If you can do this in a calm and composed manner, you can gather some good energy, relaxation, and peace in just an hour, hour and a half, or two, to get through the day without pain and suffering. You can live the day in love, happiness, and joy. Or even in some simple state of tranquility, without any special love or happiness, just calmness. That's really valuable too. Most of the time, people suffer. And I wholeheartedly agree, no matter where you look or wherever you might turn, it's all undoubtedly a significant burden on the psyche. Suffering, even what people call happiness, from the perspective of enlightenment, is still a delusion, still suffering, because you get involved, you become dependent. So, there it is, happiness, that's happiness. And as soon as it swings the pendulum to the other side, and now happiness and joy and delight and contentment and satisfaction and bliss and euphoria and elation has pulled along some other emotion, some other state that inevitably has to balance out the fact that you've soared to the peak. These are all interesting things. Of course, more understanding comes when a person engages, when a person observes themselves, when a person questions themselves and is ready to step over protests or grievances, or any other discontent with life, society, loved ones, or anyone else. In this work, in this friction, the main aspects of what consciousness has matured into arise and manifest. A person has matured to the point of serious work, to the point of stepping over all of this and accepting that. But, you know, if I can't let go of myself, of my self-absorbed demands, expectations, desires, and some internal conflicts and struggles, then I just won't be able to coexist peacefully any longer. So, that's when the complaints start, some serious pressure and challenges. To avoid this, I need to find my balance, to reach my inner calm, my inner equilibrium. It's not easy at all. If you can't do this, I believe a person starts to age, to break down, they've lost their balance, and everything, the cells wear out, potentials are wasted. So, that's it. This torment, this suffering, it kills a person. It creeps up slowly, 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 so subtly, but it already hurts, and now it's chronic. What? A little pill? Right. Right now, there are very simple things. For humanity. Does it hurt? Well, to Raffenchick. And there it hurts. And there's also some other thing called this. And for this, and for this, and against the stomach this. I'm there. I'm just not into these names. And this one is for sleep, right? And this one is to wake up. Well, that is, you see, friends, that's how it is. That is, instead of a person sorting out his own internal psychological traumas, yes, and bringing himself into balance, into a resource, and also gaining some kind of internal strength that he could somehow manifest in the outside world and expand, yes, his family or social sphere. So, yeah, it's about the influence of opportunities and moving towards developing the brain, keeping up with the times. Just look at what's happening around us. These artificial intelligences, smart homes, and so on. All of this can stay out there in orbit, or you can use it. If you're keeping up with the times, well, use it. It's going to give you even more benefits, right? These are new technologies. And what do we actually see? And so, the person is overloaded. What kind of technologies are there? Where to? That's it. Even adding 2 + 2 to get 4 is hard now. My head's not working anymore. There's just this buzzing, this noise. Some intrusive thoughts. Oh, here's the liver, the kidneys, and here's the heart. And it's not treated with medications, friends. This is cured by force. With inner strength, working with your biocomputer, the natural computer in your head. If you can't work with it, if you can't organize everything into folders, visually or schematically, if that's possible, well, that's one thing. You can bring order to your inner world, helping you gain resources, success, happiness, and strength. Strength isn't just muscles. Today, it's about mental capabilities and potential. If that's possible, well, perhaps that's one thing. You can bring order to your inner world, which can help you gain even more resources and become more successful in this life, happier, more content, more fulfilled, and stronger. Strength doesn't necessarily come from muscles in our time. Strength is primarily about the mind, about possibilities, mental capabilities, and psychological potential. If a person can't keep up, it overwhelms them. Then it gets harder, and the social machine crushes them. I thought that I would use this potential, but it turned out that the potential uses it. And then it gets harder. It's manageable when there are chances to release stress and feel okay. It's one thing when there are still some opportunities to unload those psychological traumas on the surface, to come home and really start feeling like everything is okay. And then just look at how much more there is, how many opportunities there are. You just shouldn't get caught up in them so that these social networks don't grab your attention. Learn in a way that's careful, a little at a time. So, you see, I look at people, and for the most part, they're not ready to work on themselves. Even those who say they're ready, in reality, aren't ready. But I believe in you, friends. I believe that you are definitely ready. You've matured. You've read all the literature I've recommended. You've watched all the movies I've suggested, and you really understand what I'm talking about. Then everything will work out for you. Even if you don't, everything will work out for you anyway. But if you listen to me more often, it'll work out even better. I'm looking forward to seeing you in classes, at retreats.